Hello Internet, this is Marko with days left between us and Cover Corporation's Q3 report. The time is right to start asking the questions. How will the popular people out there report on it? And more importantly, what won't they tell you about it? In this multi-part series, we'll take a closer look at all the information that we currently have as we build up to the release of HOLOLIVE's financial report. Now, first on our list, the usual suspects will likely shower you with the IR presentations, the key highlights where they either rant or rave about the Cliff Notes page to build up a narrative for you to believe it. Proceeding beyond that, they'll likely look at the financial highlights page and they'll focus mostly on the year-on-year numbers, followed by whether or not the company has surpassed last year's net revenue. For those a little more adventurous, they'll likely try to scrutinize the revenue per VTuber and the historical trends and revenue pages before stopping there unless someone on Reddit chimes in with something they find interesting. That would be a good time to remind everyone of what VTuber Sensei said during his analysis on Any Color. You see, the bad news hidden in fine print remark is exactly what Cover Corporation are the kings or queens of doing. They tend to bury the bad news at the end of their presentation or just leave it out altogether. These IR presentations are just that, a presentation to impress and sell the company to the investors. They're not required to make each slide something easy to understand with complete data sets or place context on the shown data and graphs. And that's why you need to supplement the data with the actual report. At time of recording, we have not seen another announcement of an upward revision on the forecast. Since this report covers October 1st through December 31st, the likelihood of an announcement is slim. Even then, there are some telling information we can glean from the Q2 report while preparing for the Q3 report. Assuming all has gone according to plan, Cover should meet expectations for Q3. However, the company has had trouble meeting their forecast during Q3 of last year. So if their year-on-year is abnormally high, this would indicate that they've made substantial revision to their business model to cover Q3. But that's only part of the story. The reported revenue is tied directly to other forecast benchmarks like earnings per share or EPS. And because of their forecast revision in Q2, the results could expose potential weakness within their quarterly income if their EPS comes up short. The chart on screen illustrates this point. Despite reporting more than expected in Q2, the EPS will fall short if it's the same for Q3. And the second item we should turn our attention to is the total revenue and net revenue from the company. If Q2 has shown us anything, it's that revenue does not necessarily translate to growth. Despite having increased revenue, net profit has never increased higher than 14%, implying a tolerance of current spending and cost in lieu of increasing efficiency. The company's return on assets, equity, and invested capital have decreased and are trending downward. This can be particularly concerning given the efforts to push further into the US market and the current projects in production.